Here he is. You know what it is, baby? SR Broadcast in the house. What's up? This your boy, David Pistols, the co-host of it all. Shouts out to the founder, Six Deuce. He can't be with us tonight, but shouts out to him. He's going to be running different segments this week, coming up, everything. Everybody out there, tap into SR Broadcast. This is your time. If you are an artist out there, if you are a tattoo artist, if you are a vendor, if you're somebody out there baking cakes and selling them on the side, hit us up today. SR Broadcast got you. Tonight, we are blessed with the greatness of Call Me Who Else? Denver, Colorado's very own. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this, man. I've been watching you for years, bro. I've been watching you for years. I've seen your development. I've seen you go from here to here to here to here. Baby, what's up? On the Westword magazine. You on the Westword magazine?
Yes, sir.
Everybody out there, check out that column. Boys in the A. You know what it is?
Filmed by the one and only Pistols, man. Thank you for having me, bro. I'm super excited, man. Love the show. Super happy to be here.
Yeah, man. We're just right here. Getting it in. Got the background music by my boy S.A. Little G, produced by Trinidad's very own S.A. Little G. Shouts out to him. Colorado, we got to stay connected, baby. You know, Southern Colorado, Western Colorado, Eastern Colorado, you know what I'm saying? Northern Colorado. We're going to say it all over, baby. We got to take it over out here from one end to the other. So let's go ahead and get right into these punches, man. Go ahead, introduce the people to you. Let them know who you are. Let them know what you're about. And let them know what you're packing.
What's good, y'all? My name is Call Me Who Else. Some of you guys know me as Young Say or YF Who Else, formerly known as those names, or you know me as Brandon Connor, founder of New West. Man, I've been in Colorado a little bit over 10 years, so you know a lot of the you either know me or you don't, and if you don't know me, I'm real friendly to Google, so you can always Google Call Me Who Else. Everything's gonna pop up like it was yesterday. Probably pop up if you search Young Fate, man. And you know, I'm just very, very happy to be where I am in music, and it's been a fun ride. And you know, I really couldn't do it without the listeners, those that are tapping in with us. You know, thank you all
I'm a
for.
listener. I'm listening. Every time you drop in that, I'm copping that. I'm right there, baby. I'm in the mix. I've been listening to your music since the homies were slapping it out their trunk back in Hinckley High School, bro. Come on. Get out of here with that, man. What's up? So honestly, where did you originate from? Where are you coming out of originally? I know you said you've been in Colorado for 10 years, but where were you previous to that? And have you explored any other states, you know, from there to there to there?
Back and forth between me and my mom's and my pops. So between Yuma, Arizona, shout out to the White Town, Yuma Criminals, and then Los Angeles and the Inland Empire, Murder City. That's all in California. So just back and forth mostly between there. No, I haven't those are the only two places I've ever lived was Arizona, California. And then, you know, I've been on tour before, so I've definitely visited a lot of states. I've been to a lot of different states, but I've only lived in, Cali, Arizona, and
what's your favorite thing to do in California?
The beach,
like
probably.
If you were to leave right now, get on the bus, and then like some miraculous way, they were like, look, Colorado to California, you're going to be there in 1 hour. What's the first thing you're doing when you hop off of that bus, that plane, that car, whatever it is, man? However, you coming in on a bulldozer, You know what I'm saying? Like,
It
what's up,
all
baby?
it all depends on the weather, you know. But one of my favorite things to do is go on the beach. I definitely like the happy birthday. Shout out to you. Happy birthday, Kit Nick Kurt. But man, I like to go to the
Hey,
beach.
honestly, I want to give a shout out to you too, brother. Happy birthday, man. Honestly, I know that you just had one recently. I know you shot a video that day. You did a photo shoot. You were doing all kinds of fun things in the city of Denver. And I only saw. I was unfortunately unable to make it there. Uh, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. This is gonna sound funny as fuck because everybody's like, my dog chewed up my homework. Bro, my dog locked the car keys in the car, homie. I was
That's
getting
crazy.
ready to pull up over there with my big homie and a couple homies, doggy, and we're gonna go pull up to your shoot and shit. You know what I'm saying? Support. We had the dog, everything. That motherfucker straight locked that shit on me. Deet, deet.
Well, you know, man, we always gonna have more video shoots. It's just the beginning of the year, but yeah,
Yeah.
we had a good time. Shout out to everybody that came through to the music video. Go you, go me. That's gonna be coming out in a little bit, a little while. I think we're still gonna be doing a couple more shoots and a couple more things. So we might do another video shoot for that, just so we can get it right. We really had a good time. We turned up a lot, man. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the stage and the Gypsy House. Shout out to the Gypsy House for letting us, use their space for the first scene. So shout out to them. But man, it's just all about having fun. If you're an artist, you got to make it fun for yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna stress yourself out. So turn a party into a music video. Go out and go to a show and do a co-headline. Go on tour just to do it. Oh shit.
Mm.
So
Man, they
yeah, shout out to the people in the group. Hopefully Conhead is okay. Hopefully he's safe. Uh oh. Whoa. What's up, y'all? What happened? I dare you to listen to a couple more, right?
they came in, man. They started hitting right there. What's up? What's up? Yo, yo.
Lost
Shouts
you
out
for a
to
second.
everybody out there in that comment bar blowing it up right now. Keep them going. Keep them going. One of you lucky people out there, one of you lucky, beautiful people out there will be getting a package from your boy, David Pistols, SR Broadcast in the building. Let's continue this interview.
Yes, sir.
I know you were saying something about depending on the weather. So
Oh
let's
yeah,
say
so the beach, man. That's usually one of my go tos. I definitely miss the beach. Anytime I go back to California, I'm always trying to find the beach. Other than that, man, it's like I like to go into the hood to go for that food, man. I love me some good soul food. You're not gonna get soul food like that out here in Colorado, and prove me wrong if you guys
no,
know
no, no,
soul
no. I
food.
feel you. I feel you, man. To be honest with you, Colorado is a melting pot. We all know that. So all the food that comes through here, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's all right, but it's not like where it comes from naturally. Do you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So you
yeah,
got to go by the coastline, man. You got to go by the coastline, and that's what I tell everybody. I suggest to everybody at least try one of each coast and see what you like. Don't just stay in your hometown. Don't stay over there in Billing, Montana and say, hey, I'm going to stay in Billing, Montana forever. Like, explore, get out there,
hmm
dominate, go out there, look around the world. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, you got to get by this coastline to get that real authentic food. I feel like it doesn't matter the ethnicity, even. It's just like something about that. It's, it's right there. It's right in your
well.
face.
California is just really hard to ask like what you could do. Shout out to Alex MDs. He got over 70 subs. So shout out to him, man. Keep working hard. Um, what's good? What up, little loco? So man,
M's up,
California,
M's up. You
that's
know
a
what
hard
it is.
question.
Miyako's in
Cal-
the house.
Cal-
Shouts out little local. Where's Diego? Where's Diego?
California is like the one place that has everything. You can go if you like your snow and your skateboarding. You can go to Big Bear. If you like your beaches, you can go to Venice Beach. You can go to those beaches out there. If you want to go see some celebrity shit, they got celebrity Hollywood tour walks. If you want to go dirt biking, if you want to go off roading, if you want to go camping, so it's like California is just really a beautiful place to do whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not like that. But
That's actually my ultimate end goal for me is everybody they come up with these plans, they come up with a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. My 10-year plan is to definitely love my family as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like my mother, she's older, she's elderly, and we don't know how long she's going to be around. But I know that day comes that when I have nothing left here, I'm going to definitely travel out there to California. I'm going to reside there. I'm going to end up
well,
living there. I'm going to end up dying there.
your dream might come sooner than later because my pops he's a member of a big lowrider club out there. He got lowriders and shit like that, and he's a big member now. And he's finally like starting. He used to be like an OG and shit back in the day, but
What's a good inspiring quote that you would give young people? That's definitely in the comment bar right now.
to be or not to be is the question.
That is amazing right there. Do you study poetry at all?
Yeah, I started writing poetry. That's where I started writing. Started working on poetry, and then my cousin was like, "That shit's soft. You need to turn that shit into some gangster shit."
Yeah, no, and I know you, man. You have some wild music out there, some wild music. I remember I used to go over there to this studio, Coincide out there. It was on something in Federal. It was in the north side, in the north side. But hey, honestly, definitely I would travel over there. You know what I'm saying? I'd go by myself. I would run up and I'd be like, hey,
You would
what
love it
club?
there. But we're
Oh,
definitely we're
hey, they're
definitely
asking what club in California.
I don't know what his car club is called, but next time I get on here, I'll have him post it for sure. I just know he be going to the clubs and stuff like that. He got low riders and stuff, so he's working. Me and him is working with a producer named
All I
Dax.
know is you don't want to go to the club that the game is stripping at. You don't want to
No,
go
no,
there.
this
You
is
know what
this
I'm
is
saying?
a lowrider club. They go out like on Crenshaw and they go do their lowrider, but it's deep. They're like over like 100 deep and stuff, so they got bigger events. But now that my pops is starting to like take me a little bit serious, he's got a lot of ties in music, so I'm gonna be going out there and working on a song for their club, for their lowrider club to like go jam and play and shit too. So when we do go out there, it's gonna definitely be summertime because that's the best time to go out there. You should definitely roll with me. You're part of the New West, bro, so you know you're always welcome wherever I go.
Honestly, I'm trying to be very modest right here in this interview, okay? But you know what? Honestly, it's New West, baby, all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're on top. There's no stopping this right now. Honestly, it's SR Broadcast in the mix, baby. And, honestly, shouts out to Six Deuce, the founder, the one, the only. And, honestly, he put me on game. He spoke to me. He's had long conversations with me. He's given me tremendous and great direction, and honestly, I can't say that I'm more happier than I've ever been to be in the situation that I am right now with him, and it's the same thing with you guys over there at New West. You guys extended your hand. I know that some members, we lost some members. I know some members are off doing different things right now. And shouts out to them, good or bad right now, everybody out there that's ever touched New West, I'm definitely going to make an imprint that's going to make everybody be proud. Everybody's going to definitely be very, very, very proud and be like, man, New West, that's where it is. That's where it's at,
You're
and
already doing
we're
some
gonna
good.
brand it into the cattle. We're gonna brand it into cattle, homie.
Ever
Brand it.
since ever since you did that music video for us, like you've been making us proud, bro, and you've been making the moves. So shout out to you working with Troy
Let
and
let me go ahead
every.
and I don't mean to cut you off, but
No,
I
you
want
good.
to I want to get down to some nitty gritty right
I
here.
told you too. You can ask me any questions. I'm
Here
always
we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. All right, I'm tired of this. I'm so sick and tired of this. Now, for the record, everybody out there, tap in, tap that screen. Everybody out there, let them know what's up, what's up, what's up. This is SR Broadcast in the mix. Let's get it going. Hey, so tell me about the Venezuelans in Aurora, Colorado.
so like how that whole Westford thing went, or just like with the
I want
situation
to
happened.
know. I want to know. Start to finish. I want to know your version. I'm asking somebody that's in Aurora, Colorado, let's just be quite frank with each other. I'm not going to say no locations at all, but you know, the area that you're in is just not the safest. It's not the
Yeah.
best. It's wild. It's
Well, yeah.
insanity.
But the thing is, bro, it's like it goes back to the LA thing, bro. It's like my mind is already like I'm already that in that mind state. So it's like Aurora is just like another small hood in LA. It's just I don't feel like Aurora is as bad as LA or a lot of the stuff that I've seen. But with the Venezuelans, bro, it's just like I really it's like the Matrix shit. I don't want to get too deep and shit, but it's like I really hate seeing social media, news outlets, and I especially celebrities speak on a place, like speak on a place that they don't live, especially if it's the place that I live. It's a place that I go shopping. It's a place where my kids is. It's a place where my school goes. So it's like I don't feel like a politician can say that there's a problem with Venezuelan gangs. I don't feel like the news can say that because they're not out here with that. And I think that's what led to us doing the Boys in Aurora and doing the video. And we actually went on location where all of it. They said all of it was on the news, bro. And like from my experience, and you could say on your experience because we actually went down there, and we didn't even know, bro. Like that's the crazy part is we didn't even know what to expect because we had to just go check for ourselves, and I already kind of smelled bullshit. So it's like from what I got, man, everybody was cool over there. Everybody was friendly. I didn't see nobody with guns. Nothing happened to us. We didn't even go deep. It was just me, you, and one other homie. We went three deep and it was a lot of respect, but it was like also sad because those apartments were so nasty and torn down. So you could see it was a landlord problem. So man, fourth again going popping up on it. Hell yeah. So um
He's like, you're really into it, Pistol. He's like, you just staring me down real quick in this interview. He's like, I had to
no,
see what you was looking
I was reading what you were reading. I
at.
was reading what you were reading. But
Hey, can you tell that you have better vision? Who had better vision?
my vision is getting washed now.
Honestly, that comes with age. That comes with age. Like, man, I remember 10 years ago, I could see like a whistle. You know what I'm saying? I just really just now I'm like I gotta stop and really look at it. But this comes with age. You know what I'm saying, man? It just means that we care more and we want to read what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
It's us looking at them all these screens and shit all the time. No, but shout out. But just going back to that real quick though, I just wanted to say, like that was our experience. I don't know, like I can't speak for everyone's experience. So if anyone has had issues down there, that's their experience. But man, I be smelling bullshit.
Yeah, I remember when we went over there and shot your music video. I didn't really want to go over there, but I was willing to for you. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm from over there. Over there it is a war zone 24/7. It isn't an easy neighborhood already to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we didn't have no issues and stuff over there, but just because we didn't have issues and we got respect, That's not gonna be everyone's experience. For all we know, maybe we went there on a good day. Maybe we just went over there where all the Venezuelan gangs were on a good day. Who knows? But I know that the video's tight. You can go check it out on YouTube. Shot by Pistols. We outside with it.
Yeah, no,
We
definitely that
doing it.
one. That one actually hit the Westward magazine.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about that right there? I know the people actually pride themselves on learning greatness, and hearing greatness and exploring new artists and individuals every day in these industries and independent industries as well. So definitely, I know that they would love to hear that.
So I was in the Westford before as Young Fate. So I kind of like started building that relationship with them as Young Fate. New West has like sort of like a cult following. We're not like a cult or anything, but we have like our own underground network where we communicate through shows and you know what I'm saying. It's like we really communicate. So it's like this person talked to this person, and that person from New West talked to this person, and then that got to the Westward, and then it just started going. We just started buzzing. Originally, it was meant for Lodi, but we're still working on that. Lodi Trail, one of our new West members, but the Westward, unfortunately, they wanted to go a different direction with the Aurora and the politics thing. So I kind of stepped up for that one, just because I'm more of like the Lodi. If Lodi's watching, I don't know. He might be mad at me. He might not. But the Westward asked Lodi. He said, what do you feel about the Venezuelan gang situation?" He said, "I don't give a fuck about." He said, "I don't give a fuck about no Venezuelan gangs." He's like, "I gotta go to work in the morning." He told the Westward that, and then I was just like, all right, I got it, you know. So shout out to Lodi though, because that shit. The Westward took it. The Westward laughed because it was just like a hilarious response for him to say, especially to the Westward and shit. But
Well,
so
no,
I
it's
pretty much
because honestly, I really understand that. Not to cut you off at all, but I understand that completely. Like, this is history repeating itself. This is something that's happening all over again.
yeah.
Uh, but for history, and for years and decades and centuries, people have been dropped off in different neighborhoods and just left there and forced to go survive and struggle and find that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these building blocks and fundamentals were built off of actions like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like them being dropped off and them going and putting in some dirt, doing a little bit of dirt, you know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing new to the city of Aurora, you know?
Yeah.
And even if it is something new to people's eyes out here and out there or all over, it's like, wait a minute, man, it's not that bad, I would say. You see what I'm saying? Because I come from a time where, yeah, it gets ugly. It gets really, really, really ugly, and it gets ugly fast. So if you ask me, us being able to go over there and just walk through there like nothing, and just be able to, that spoke volume right there. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand what you're talking about right there too, as well.
Yeah,
So.
man. I think it was just like it just comes down to like, man, it's like if you go respectful, like I don't want to say too much, but like certain people know, like you move a certain way. Other people that move a certain way, like you know what I'm saying. You move a certain way. Other people they do move a certain way. They see what you're doing. They see the cameras. It's like we didn't come. We could have came like 20, 30 deep, but we it was only three of us, I believe. Right? It was just me, you, and the homie.
Yeah, with his sick ass dreads, he was like, with his
Yeah.
sick ass dreads, he was like, breaking it
Yeah.
down for the camera.
Shout out to Broski. Yeah. So, you know, man, like you
No,
said, bro,
shouts
it's
out
just
to Lodi Trill. You know what I'm saying, for keeping it that trill. You know what I'm saying, keeping it 1,000 right there. Like, come on, man, who's gonna look at a newscast? And literally.
he don't give a fuck. He got to go to work in the morning.
Hey, it is what it is. But you know what? Honestly, they had to write it down somewhere. Maybe they didn't put it out there like that for everybody to see. Maybe they did. And if they did, I want to see that part of the article. But hey,
Nah,
and hey, if
he's
Westward,
gonna.
if you did not put it in there,
Nah, he
Westward,
didn't.
you need to do a second round. Do a
Nah,
second round.
they didn't put it in there. He's gonna end up doing an interview with him. We're just waiting on new material. Lodi's working on new music and material, so that's just the process and stuff like that. So that'll be coming probably later this year, and it'll be more like because I think Lodi just doesn't have an interest in politics. Like
And
he's more,
honestly,
and that's okay. Like it's okay. Like not all of us have that interest. Like some of us like football,
yeah,
some of
no,
us
I
like
feel you.
basketball, some of us like politics, some of us like different shit. That's what makes us so unique and different. Is that we all have different walks of life, but almost the same interests as far as goals.
Yeah, see, I definitely want to keep this interview going great because it's already going with such an amazing uh atmosphere right here. You know what I'm saying? Uh we just want to keep getting down to the bar. We want to keep getting down to it. So like, tell me about Lodi Trill. Tell me about how long you've known him. Tell me about is he just one of many artists that you work with and function with? Is he somebody close? Like
Me and Lodi goes back all the way to the weird music days. So I would say maybe over 10 years.
I knew it. I knew it. I called it. I told you. I said I saw you somewhere before.
Yeah, he goes back
You
to
were
the
with
mid.
that guy. He had the little skull mask, huh? What was his name? You don't remember his name? I don't remember his name either. But hey, honestly, you guys used to kill it back then, and then I saw you evolve from that. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Your quality back then was good, but it's nothing compared to what it is now. You know, so that's what I'm saying. I can tell you personally, I've seen the evolution. You know, and
Yeah, trial and error. Trial and error.
yeah, yeah, no. That's amazing. That's amazing. You know, honestly, I don't blame you, man. It is what it is. You know, sometimes sometimes ideas are better in your head and not in on
Yeah.
not in everybody else's mouth, if that makes sense. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
nah, but okay. So let's talk about this. Uh, what other artists do you work with out here in Denver,
Well,
Colorado?
just in Colorado, because there's a couple members that are not in Colorado as well. Um, so man, there's so many of us though. Like, okay, let's see. Where do we start? We got, of course, Pistols. Shout out to Pistols. Um, David Sold Out, Lodi Trail. You just said just Colorado, or you want me to name the out of state too?
Actually, you know what? Who do you
It's a lot.
function with? Who do you function with
It's a lot
frequently?
of us. Most.
It's like the Beatles, huh?
No, I'm not picking favorites on here. You're trying to trick me. That's a trick question. I'm not picking favorites on here, but there's a lot of us for sure. Follow me on Call Me Who Else. This
I
was
think you just did pick favorites.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
So, hey, we'll be right back with this next question. I was just kidding.
No, look,
Hey,
follow me.
no. So check this out.
Follow me
What
on
produ-
Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll post every artist that's on New West, and
where
it'll
can
be
they
up there for
where can they find
24.
you on Instagram?
Call me who else?
Call me who else? So they just type that in and you'll pop right on up.
They can Google it, type it up. Everything is Call Me Who Else. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, everything is Call Me Who Else. And like I said, very easy to Google. I'll pop up instantly for sure.
Okay. What producers do you work with? And I guess I can't limit you just to Colorado, you know? It sounds like you're out there, you're functioning great with other artists, other entities all across the US. And it sounds like you've branched out more in different states, you know? So definitely I would just love to hear what producers do you love to work with? Which is your go-tos? Where would you refer any artist to go if they were like if they were looking to work with a serious producer today? Where would you refer any of these artists to go in this world?
I'm like a vibe person, so like based off vibes, depends on like the vibe I'm trying to go for. But if I'm going for like something real hip hop, like boom bap or something soulful, I'm gonna go to Mags the Outlaw. Um, if I want something commercial, because I do syncs, I have like a sync license, and I've got my music into like different synchronization deals. So if I want something that's like really commercial, poppy, professional, I go to Antonio Norega. Shout out to Norega. Um, who else have I? Man, I've used a few. Um, this last EP, I've used. Yeah, man, I use a few, but right now, yeah, those would be my two go tos right now: Antonio Noriega and Mags the Outlaw. And then you got some beats that we're working on as well. So I'm gonna get to them. I know, I haven't forgot. I'm gonna get to them. I just haven't been writing lately, but I got them. I got them in a nice, pretty folder, ready to write to. It'd be like a movie, bro. I'll just be looking at the folder, just ready to open it. So I got those are gonna be my three. I guess those are gonna be my three producers this year: Mags, Outlaw, Antonio Noriega, and then David Pistols.
Amazing. I can't wait for that. So we're gonna throw a curveball at you right now.
Okay,
Childhood trauma.
is that a question or a
Yeah,
statement?
I'm asking.
Have I
What
have I had childhood trauma?
what uh what traumatic?
has happened in your childhood that's bled into your artist, that's bled into your personality of today?
I would say,
We're
man,
gonna talk. We're gonna
my
basically we're gonna shift things right now. This is gonna be an
I know, bro.
amazing, amazing.
I'm an open book as an artist, bro. I'm an open book for sure because it's like what I write about. I have there's songs about stuff like this, so I'm definitely an open book. And I'm in therapy, so shit, definitely childhood trauma being in therapy the way I am. But honestly, man, my father was like hell of abusive, like old school 1990s, hit you with anything type shit, fists, belts, whatever. So I dealt with my father being really abusive, and I think that kind of like bled into my artistry, my business, and just the way that maybe like I treat people and my discipline. So it's like that. That was really hard to get over with. Seeing my mom and dad split, man. My dad was a pimp. When I was born, my dad was a pimp, and my mom was his bottom. So just being born into that lifestyle was traumatic. I'm pretty sure like I've seen shit that I don't even remember as a kid that. But I've heard the stories like my dad putting my mom in the trunk or putting a girl in the trunk or fucking the police come in and raiding the house. Like so, I've definitely seen shit like that. My mom was a avid drug abuser all the way to the day she passed. So rest in peace to her.
Rest in
And then
peace.
that yeah, that I think that was like the hardest thing. Like I don't think it was my childhood. I think my childhood, I got to kind of like I always in therapy. I always look for the good and the bad. So my father was like hella abusive. So that kind of like taught me not to do with my kids, not to do the same shit that my dad put me through. With my mom, what she was going through was like don't let any kind of habit get over me doing music or taking care of my kids or taking care of business. So I look for the good and the bad. The only thing that I think like really shook me is when my mom died. When my mom actually like died, I think that like really fucked me up. And then like shortly after, my mother-in-law, who I was taking care of, passed, which is my ex-wife's mom. She passed shortly after. So it was just taking back-to-back losses. And I think that's just something that you're never gonna be prepared for. If you have your mom, hug her, love her, because it's like once you lose that, it's just like a weird thing. Because that's the person that gave you life in a sense, carried you and everything. And then once that person's gone, unless you know how to do like dark magic or you got some Ouija board magic, you can't really bring that person back. So there's really there's no good that comes from that except for like maybe she's at peace now and she doesn't have to deal with addiction no longer.
Yeah. No, honestly, you yourself, do you struggle with addiction at all? Do you have any memories of addiction?
Used to struggle with like pills. So I had like a little bit of a pill problem because performing over the years, like I've hurt my back so much, and the medical system is like a joke. So a lot of the shit that they were prescribing me wasn't working. So I ended up, getting kind of hooked on that, but I beat that shit. Um, Drinking is like a problem. I don't think like it's an addictive problem. I think it's just like whenever I drink, I just become like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, if you know that story. So I think, those are the two downfalls. But it's like as far as an addiction, no, because it's like no, I don't have to go have that, or I'm not gonna go sell all my shit, go sell my studio to go get a fix. So like, luckily I'm not there. But it's like the problem I have, and I don't know if this is addiction or self abuse, but when I deal with something that I can't handle, I usually go to something to take the edge off. But mainly alcohol and pills is I would say abused. I don't think I would say addicted. I would say abused the most, just to kind of get away and not deal with reality. But when you get into the business, it's like when you're a solo artist, you can kind of fuck up along the way because you're fucking up your career. But it's like as a leader and leading a movement as large as us, it's like if I fuck up, I'm fucking up shit for everybody else too.
Didn't I
So
tell you this is going to be an insane interview? So check it out. What would you tell yourself? Okay, check this out. Check this out. From the beginning, when you first started the drugs, to that last day, if you took both characters, okay, boom, and it's you and those two right there, and you're looking at them face to face, what would you tell them right now?
If I was looking at who face to face, like
Basically, you're looking at yourself, right? So
younger
basically,
versions.
yes, from the beginning of addiction to that last day,
Hmm.
and you got to take the person from the beginning of the addiction and the person from the last day, right? And that's you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna bring them in the room with you, so there's gonna be three of you in that room. What are you telling those two right there? I can hear that. I can.
That's what I tell them. If they heard it, you ready? You know what that movie's from? From
Yeah,
Scary.
yeah.
No, man, I would just tell honestly, just on some serious shit though, because I know it was just funny because it was like, what is the words that just made me think of the movie? But on some serious shit though, I would just tell myself, be nicer to yourself, bro. Just be nice, and just be careful, like who you let open to your world, to your big heart, because it's like I'm always looking out for people and always trying to do my best. But it's like when I fuck up badly. So I would just honestly just tell my younger self, be nice to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, because no matter what I deal with, it's like at the end of the day, like I have something really beautiful that is built, and just not just a company, but like a family and just people that are. Because I don't have any blood relatives out here except for my kids. So man, I just shit. I just
Basically, I think
I
I
would
do
probably,
understand it. I get it.
I would probably just give them a hug, bro, because I feel like sometimes a hug sends like a lot more, like 1,000 more words than just advice. So man, I just probably just give myself a hug.
That'd be amazing. That'd be like a music video. You'd have to shoot that moment right there. Like it'd be like, don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. I will say. I will say it. I will bring that up right now. And you know what? Maybe I should, because this is a perfect platform for you to clear up some things. So definitely, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. I love you to death, brother man, but David Pistols got you all the way. So you got Young Fate, and you got who they call me who else, right?
Call me
And
who
then
else?
who else? You're who else, right? So like,
Well,
like
there's
it's
no. So it goes. So it's Young Fate, YF, who else, and then it went to who else. So I was Young Fate, but everybody had a problem saying it, bro. And it was like pissing me off, especially on tour, because they'd be like, Young Face, Young Face, Young Fate. Like, it was just like pissed me off. So I just like cut it off. So I went YF, who else? So just quick story. I was on tour and I was trying to tell somebody my name, Young Fate, and this dude was fucking way beyond drunk. Like he wasn't understanding shit. So then another drunk dude comes out of fucking nowhere. I don't even know if these guys know each other, but he was like, "That's YF. Who fucking else? YF. Who else?" So it just kind of like stuck. So when I got back from tour, I just dumbed it down to YF. Who else? And then then I got the YG shit, like, oh, YF, YG, like, so I just like I hate being compared to other shit. So then I dropped Young Fate and YF and just went by who else. But who else is too common, so it kind of like fucked my money up just going by who else. So I just went to call me who else, and that's where it's gonna stay for the rest of my life.
so yeah, no,
It's a
definitely.
bitch. It's a bitch changing your name, especially when you know the business and the paperwork and how valuable that shit is. Your name is.
See, to tell you the truth, we have great interviews right here, and we don't lose traction of anything, So we're going back to the moment where you're hugging yourself.
Okay.
Do you feel like in that moment you would? Okay,
Well, I feel like one side, I don't know
hold on,
which
hold on,
one,
hold on, hold
probably
on.
smack the
Let
shit
me
out of my.
finish that. It's because right here at SR Broadcast, we try to maintain our professionalism. And honestly, I was breaking a little character right there. But I'm just gonna ask you, like, do you think at that moment, do you hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, sir. Do you think at that moment you would cry?
It just depends on what version, bro. Because there's like a real cocky version of me, and I think that the cocky version of me would think that I was being soft, and I'd be like, bro, you're being a bitch. And then I think like this version of me might cry, and then the other version just be confused, like, what the fuck is going on? Because it's just so many. Just I've had so many different personalities and so many like Like I don't. Everybody compares themselves to Tupac, and I'm not by no means comparing myself to his legacy, but just like that man's mentality of him. Like 1 minute he's a poet, the next minute he's the thug, another minute he's beating niggas up at like Las Vegas, but then he's like Brenda's had a baby. Like so, it's just like all three of those personalities in the same room would just be interesting.
See, honestly,
You're
raising my
thinking, see,
kid.
that's the music video bullshit. You're over there trying to put a music video in your head.
No, I love that imagery. I love it all. Like you bringing up Brenda's got a baby. It reminds me because I kid you not, brother. Uh, when my baby mother had left me with the children, and I was sitting there looking at them, right? I swear I was like, I'm gonna come out with the album. It's called Brandon's Got a Baby. No, no, I'm just kidding. That was a quick little side swipe right there. But shouts out to you, man. Honestly, I guess let me ask this question. What happened with the post when it said Young Faith was dead? What was what was all that about? I know that was pretty deep controversy.
Oh, so man, that's just crazy. So, um,
Hold on. Look, he's like serious with the business right now. He wants to know. He wants to
what the
know.
fuck? He
You
said,
know what
"What
I'm
the fuck is going on?"
saying?
Um,
Yeah, he's really got those eyes. He's just like looking. He's like, I want to know.
so I'll tell you the magic behind. I was told a few people about it, but the crazy part, bro, was like so many people were so mad. So when I was doing those interviews, bro, like we kind of lost traction because they were getting really upset with my answers, bro. Because I don't know, I just think something's wrong with me. So I needed to change my name. The problem is I've seen so many homies do it. I've seen so many homies go through different name changes, and that shit fucking sucks because it's just when you kind of reach a certain
You're a
popularity,
genius.
when
You're a
you
genius. You're
when
a
you reach
genius.
when you reach like a certain like popularity and you change your name, you're gonna lose a lot of those fucking fans because it's like now you're not. So they just think you don't rap no more and shit. So it was me and T. Me and T were going back and forth like, okay, like what the fuck can I do? Now I said
And
some shit. I said
not
some
to cut
shit.
you off, not to cut you off, brother, but who's T? Can you tell the audience who T is?
Tay
I
is, Tay is
and
my ex-wife. She's a former artist of New West. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So me and her kind of came up with that idea, and I kind of just said something like, I don't know, like how I'm going to like get all these fans to come over now that Young Fate's dead or something. And as soon as I said Young Fate's dead, and this is like the time when I was like doing hella LSD and shit around that time too. So it was like Zed's dead, Fate's dead. Like I don't know if you ever heard that song where it's like Zed's dead, baby, or the movie where Zed's dead. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, if it comes from me, it's gonna just if I say Young Face is dead, it's just gonna look lame or whatever. So I had T post Young Fate's dead. Now the inside joke of it is everyone knew at the time that T calls me Brandon. She never called me by like really my nickname or whatever. So, especially something like that serious. So she just put like Young Fate is dead, and the whole fucking from all the way from the Springs to the fucking Arvada to Boulder, like the whole state just started going fucking crazy over it, and we let it sit for like a day. We didn't say shit. We just let it sit for like 24 hours. Didn't say shit. And the fucking craziest part about it was people showed their true colors. So in one way I did get was able to get that attention and bring it over, and that heat died down and everything's like doing really well. Like I knew everything would blow over. Some people are still mad, but man, bro, I got to see a lot of like fake people. I got a chance to see what it would look like when I die. So when I die, I already kind of know what time it is. Because there was some people that I never fucked with sharing stories like, oh, I remember him when me and him used to go to such and such and go eat at the burger place or go play bowling. Like I ain't never went bowling with this motherfucker ever before. Or people would be in my ex's inbox like, hey, if you need anything, I got you. And bro, so it was
You
like
you
that.
all you all see it says David Pistols. Hey, I remember when we used to go ice skating every winter. You know,
Bro, shit
we
was
used to go
it
play
was it,
hockey.
bro,
I
it's
remember we watched the Mighty Ducks together when it first came out.
bro, and it was so hard watching that shit for 20 hours because on the sad part was like there was people that did really care, that did really have like those memories that didn't know because we went ghost for 24 hours. I didn't post shit for 24 hours. T didn't post anything for 24 hours, and we just let that shit build and build and build and build. And then, I finally came out with an explanation, bro. And it's like those that really cared were really hurt. Some bridges were burned and never returned. That's what I say. Some bridges were burned and never returned. Some bridges were built even stronger, that were burnt. And but I will say it was worth it, man. I don't regret it because, like I said, I got to see kind of like how people really felt, and then that kind of put me over because it's like now when I go do business or now when I'm out and about, I know how most of these people really feel. For me, I'm not messy, but I could just put like I could have put so many screenshots showing just how filthy people are, and that's probably gonna go for a lot of people, even the people watching this. Like when you pass, especially with social media, there's gonna be more than likely a lot of fake shit. So, man, I don't regret it though. I'd do it if I could do it again. I'll do it again. I don't know if T would though, but I would.
Yeah, no, definitely. I know not everybody out there understands it, but uh, marketing to marketing, I have to tell you, genius,
It worked, bro. I mean, it worked out in the long run.
pure genius, because you got to see who your die-hard fans are. You got to see who's rocking with you, and you got to see who didn't give two shits about you. You know, you got to see it all up close, personal, face to face. You know what I'm saying? Well, I would say screen to screen.
Well, the crazy part, bro, is like when I really when I started popping out, this is the funny, this is the crazy part though, is bro, is like, um, some people didn't realize that I was still alive even after I came out online because they didn't see it online. So when people start seeing me in person, bro, it's literally scared the shit out of people.
Hey, my homie, honestly, we got to get some dice, and we got to go. We got to go. We got to meet up, get some dice. I'm gonna bring my little basket, and I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna
I got
take you
some.
down.
I got blue ones somewhere. I got blue dice somewhere. The homie
So,
gave me.
what would you say was the worst? I know it's a silly question to ask because I just asked this question in a sense, but I'm gonna say this is a different angle that I'm looking at right now. What was the worst aspect about that decision? Like, what would be a regret if you had any at all for the people, I guess, that were affected by your decision to do something so abruptly
I think
and
really,
abrasive,
I think a lot of it.
abrasively and abruptly?
I think a lot of it was clout chasers. Because there was people that got themselves involved that I ain't never even met or talked to, and they stuck their nose involved into it. And then it was like some people are threatening me, like oh we'll make it permanent. Like I've gotten shit like that. Like oh we'll make it a real thing if you want to. So it's like I'm never scared of nobody. I'm always out and about. But it's like when I have kids and shit, it's like you don't know how crazy these people are. So I think that was like I kind of like put myself on a different scale of popularity and local fame, I would say. I became more known for kind of like that than like my music, but at the same time, like people that didn't know who I was and heard about it, because it's like, bro, it's like crazy. Like Colorado was like so small because it's like just people were just talking about it. Like, did you hear about the rapper that killed himself? That he faked his death? Like, niggas was like comparing me to like I said, like I'm not Tupac in no regard, but he's like, oh, he's trying to be like Tupac. He faked his death type shit, and it's like, no, there was no body.
Like, hey, I just seen him at 7-Eleven buying a blood wrap.
Bro, and it was crazy, bro, because like I was when I started going out when I started going out the shows, some people that didn't know that I was still alive would literally jump out their seat, like what the fuck. So in a weird way, bro, it also kind of made me like an urban legend, like a ghost in certain
Yeah,
ways.
I personally have seen you perform, my God, my God, it's like a demon coming out of your body. I'm not gonna get too far into detail,
I
but
was
I
about
have
to get. I was
seen
about
you.
to
I have seen you exorcist your nemesis out there on stage. I have seen you do some Mortal Kombat jujitsu, some real artistry stuff out there. And it's like, I understand it, what I'm saying? Definitely with the clout chasers and man, you perform and it's immaculate. So I could only everybody's gonna jump behind it. Oh, I know him, I really know him, and it's like, well, okay, give me like three of his lyrics.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part is like that's what I'm saying is like that's why it's like my biggest regret because it's like now when I go out in the field I know who I'm dealing with 9 times out of 10. I know how they really feel about me. I kind of know who's bullshitting, who's not bullshitting. So, and it's just like I said, it kind of put me on like a Candyman level, like on some urban legend shit. But and bro, like the other thing, man, is like people are really sick out there, bro. Like people were like really telling me like I only had a few months to live for saying that. Like people were like, watch something bad's gonna happen to you soon. Keep in mind that was like a couple years ago, so still knock on wood, but man, people were like really wishing like the worst of the worst against me. And then some of those people were my friends, and then like other people were trying to get with my girl at the time
I
and
just gotta say this. I gotta say this for the
stressful.
camera one time. I gotta say this for all of the folks out there in Aurora, Colorado right now. Years, years, years. We wait years. So yeah, you gotta be on your toes, man. You gotta be on your toes. You never know what time it is. It's Colorado. People out there, they're on some funny business. They're like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna catch you on the rebound. I'm gonna catch you slipping in
Well,
in the windshield.
it's sad, bro, because there's a lot of rappers that have passed, a lot of local rappers that have passed, and a lot of those ones were the rappers they like. So I'm like, damn, if they out here trying to smoke the rappers that are loved, what the fuck you think they gonna do to me? So and it's just like I just had to move different, and that's what I was saying like earlier with like the video and stuff. It's like I'm just used to moving a certain way, where it's like it's like at the end of the day, most of us are it's man to man. It's like you move a certain way, they move a certain way, and there's really no issues. It's just like when you when you go out your way looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
What if 50 Cent say he's like, I'm not 50 Cent say, I'm not looking for problems, but if you want a problem, then I'm like, okay, no problem.
Yeah, no, honestly, 50 Cent, he he taught us a lot. He taught us a lot in the early 2000s, definitely. You know what I'm saying? He taught us how to treat our ladies, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that movie Get Rich or Die Trying?
Taught us how to
I
rap.
know I didn't be that. Hey, honestly, I'm gonna go back. I said this in another segment, but 50 Cent is the real Kevin Gates. He is the real one. Kevin Gates is just the imposter. But 50 Cent, man, he taught us all how to eat that booty. You know
Oh
what I'm
no,
saying? So hey,
that's
no, check this out.
that's
I
wicked
really
hard.
want to touch base with you right now on this. What was your first time performing
At church.
at church?
I know
If
that
you
shit's hard to
scared, go
believe.
to church.
Nah, I used to have to go to church every Sunday with my dad, and me and this other kid at the time, we were both kind of like rapping at our schools, and I don't know if it was our parents or what the fuck, but somehow they like got us together to hang out and shit, and we ended up like writing this rap for the church. And I think we were supposed to write it for someone else, but they were too scared to perform it. So like me and him ended up doing it. It was Usher. It was Usher's. We remade Usher's "Yeah Yeah Yeah" song. So it was like something like "Take that, rewind it back. Jesus got the power to make your hands go clap." It was some like crazy corny shit like that. It was like Jesus got the power to make your hands go clap. Take that, rewind it back. Like it was crazy, bro. But it was like I got so into the performance, bro. It's just like I ended up loving it, but I just hated doing Christian music. fucking hated it. I wanted to cuss. I wanted to talk about smoking weed. I was tired of it, bro. So I ended up leaving that side.
So we need to give the viewers, we need to give the audience, we need to give them something to talk about tomorrow. Very, very good. So I just got to ask you right now, and it's going to be a really weird question, but there's a reason, and it leads all around to this into a nice big circle of life. But do you like biscuits?
And sometimes depends on where they're from.
Okay, so I just had to ask that question because tomorrow, when people are talking about this interview, they're going to be like, "Yeah, I checked out that Call Me Who Else interview, and they were talking about booty, church, and biscuits." You know what I'm saying? So definitely,
There you go. There's your there's your line right
there
there.
goes the controversy that we've been looking for. No, but definitely, everybody out there, shouts out to you. This is SR Broadcast in the mix. We're right here. This is phenomenal. We're having such an amazing, immaculate moment right here with Call Me Who Else. Uh, just an immaculate artist all the way around. How old are you?
I'm 18.
I know that. Whoa, you're 18, huh?
I just get it. So it's a funny joke. So I just turned 35, but I said this is it. I'm done. I'm not going up no more. So I'm gonna be 35 for the rest of my life. On some
You're gonna be.
vampire shit.
It's 35 and beyond.
I'm not next year. I'm not turning 36. Next year I'm turning
Hey,
35, and then
it's
after that, and then the year
it's
after that, I'm gonna turn 35. 10 years after
hey,
that,
it's
I'm
it's
turning.
it's, it's 35 below.
It's 35 for life right now, bro. It's like, nah, I'm not going up no
Yeah, don't
more.
go into five below. They'll shove you on the ground and push you on the ground. Then they'll laugh
I'm
at
not.
you.
I'm
They'll
gonna be
laugh
30.
at you.
I'm staying this
Like, hey,
age
what are you
forever.
doing? Get your hands off me. Get your fucking hands off me, motherfucker.
It's 35 for life.
Now. Yeah, no. So I know. I know you said ex-wife. So David Pistols has to articulate with you right now. We got to get down to it. We got to talk about this. We got to speak about this. I want to know what happened to Colorado's longest lasting relationship in hip hop history out here in this industry. I want to
I
know
don't
what
know, man.
happened.
There's some OGs that's probably been with their girl for like over 20 years. Man, bro, I think it's just like I'm. I've been dealing with like a lot of mental shit, and I just been like shit, bro, just fucking up and not really focusing on what I need to, and then just I think people grow apart, bro. Honestly, just people grow apart, but it's still love, it's still support. You know, anything she drops, we still support, we still love, and we're still good friends, I believe. But I would just say, man, it just boils down to just like outgrowing each other and just maybe just seeing each other differently. It's a sad story. No lie, I think that's like a big thing that's fucking me up too at the moment. But I'm just trying to be respectful and
I
just
don't
trying
want
to
to
make
be cruel. I
yeah,
do
and
not want to be cruel, but I
trying to be
just have
like
to let you know that you're 35 years age of youngness, young man. Okay. And you are a handsome man. You are out here in a large city, a large populated city. So whenever you're ready to jump back into that arena, let us know because we would love to follow that story, man. Because you're an amazing man, guy. I know you're right there. You're taking care of your kids. They come first and foremost. There's multiple days that I've contacted you trying to reach out to you and make business moves and blueprints all the way around. And sometimes it's just hard to get a hold of you because I know that you are involved. I know that you're out there. And my biggest thing is like this. How do you juggle your career and be a full-time dad in the
I think
same time?
it comes just down to like a schedule, man. Like I don't feel like I'm a big like super celebrity or nothing like crazy, but it's like I feel like now I'm at a time where like I have to have like a certain schedule in order to not become overwhelmed. So like Monday I'll do playlisting, and then in between playlisting I'll make phone calls or I'll go play with the kids. Tuesday I'll go play with the kids or just do like a kid day. Wednesday I'll dedicate a certain I'll dedicate like I've been instead of like trying to balance every artist in a day, which is crazy because it's really hard to balance like 10 different artist needs. I'll just prioritize. So I'm like, okay, Pistols needs this. This is really important. So I'm gonna give him Wednesday. And what that does is that like frees it up where it's like, okay, I can spend all Wednesday making sure you have everything done. And then Thursday I can make sure Lodi has everything. And Friday I can make sure Oxy has. So I really just stick to a schedule. And man, that just kind of gives me a little bit of peace because, you know, I'll slip in like TV time. Like I'm gonna do an hour of TV time, or I'll slip in exercise, go take a walk or something. So, and I just really try to stick to that schedule the best that I can, and it keeps me a little overwhelmed. It keeps me underwhelmed.
Want to take a second to give a big shout out to One Underground TV, Pothead Productions, Cali Hood Media. Frank, we see you, Frank. What's up, Frank? Shouts out to you, everybody out there. New West Management. This is SR Broadcast live in full effect. Your host, David Pistols. We are right here with Call Me Who Else.
Yes, sir.
I want to go back and I want to talk about you and TMA. How is that affecting your artist today? How is that affecting your business today? Because I know that that was recent. I know that it's a pretty big deficit to go through something like that. So how can you explain that? You know, what would you be able to tell other artists out there going through a similar heartbreak, you know, a loss in their life? You know, how do you recover from that and stay on top of your career, and not just your career, but I know you're working with multiple artists out there. You're taking care of their careers too.
Uh, Shit, man. I think that's where you split your personal life and your business life. Because at the end of the day, whatever job you work, even if you work at McDonald's and you walk into McDonald's and you let that personal shit affect you, it's gonna fuck up your bread. So it's like Batman, Bruce Wayne. You know, shit. When Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne, he's Bruce Wayne, and he's sad over his parents. And when Batman's out there being Batman, he's beating the shit out of people. So I think you gotta take your personalities and split them. So it's like when you're in your personal modes, feel that shit, be sad. Like that's the biggest thing that I learned in therapy is like feel that shit, be sad. Don't try to hide your emotions. You know, when you're alone, when you're by yourself, whatever, feel that shit, cry, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. But when you're out there in the public and you're handling business, be that badass, be that person. Because at the end of the day, it does hurt. It's fucked up. But it's like you still got skills. Steph Curry can still shoot a three, whether if he's heartbroken or not. So it's like those skills are still in you. And honestly, I think it's just a lot better to be productive than to be depressed. Because depression is just gonna put you in a hole, and you're not gonna make no money being depressed. You're not gonna truly live life, man. And the biggest thing that I've learned is like life is short. There's gonna be a day where we all grow old and we're gonna have certain regrets or certain friendships we didn't have or certain relationships we didn't pursue. So it's like as much as that I can control in my life, I'm gonna try to do the most that of the things that I don't regret. You know? So just fucking live life, be nice to yourself. And if you got skills, whether if you could cook fries real good, fucking go out there and cook them fries. If you can rap real good, go and rap. If you can sing, sing. If you can podcast, but just take something and put that into something productive. Writing though, nah, I can't write. I'm like absolutely fucking terrified of writing a new song right now because it's like for me, I write what I know and I write what I feel. So when I do get to writing, it's like I want to make sure it's like respectful and it's how I really feel. So writing music that kind of fucked me up, but business is just fine. I feel like you should have played some sad music behind that though.
No, to tell you the truth, it was in deep thought, you know, deep thought process right there.
I was definitely listening to every word that you were saying. Amazing, man. And I've I've never heard an artist articulate like that before. And I just got to tell you, man, it's very touching. It's very touching, and it's good to hear energy like that. It's good to hear uh, a thought process like that because it's like, hey, there is a deep hope, and there's a resiliency behind you, and I respect that. It's very ambitious, and man, I just respect that to the fullest, and I know that there's a lot of artists out there that wish that they could get to those terms and those levels, of that commitment with themselves, So from uh
Appreciate it.
from my understanding, just following everything in this interview, it's like, you know, um, you you've made your bed, and hey, I'm gonna lay in it now, and good or bad, you've had some amazing highlights, and
The highs and
yeah,
lows, bro. It's the highs and lows, and it's like another. And I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna take your thing. I mean to cut you off. The other thing is, look at every amazing artist we follow, from the greats, from Prince to Michael Jackson to Tupac to Biggie. All of them have a fucking heartbreaking, tragic story somewhere. So honestly, look, the more fucking sad and the more heartbreaking and the more tragic that shit is, then the more maybe you're meant to do this shit. Because you can't name one artist that just had the greatest life through their entire career. So shit. Even Chris Brown, people hate Chris Brown to this day for the shit he did to Rihanna, and that man can fucking perform and sing and rap and do fucking play instruments and everything else, but they won't let that Rihanna shit go. You just
that
won't.
man was right there next to Justin Bieber. He was right there next to Justin Bieber.
No,
Don't let him fool you,
but I'm saying, bro,
Justin.
even just that's heartbreaking too, bro. Justin Bieber, bro, like the shit, all the shit that's gonna come out on him, bro. So it's just like shit. It could be worse, bro. You could have been at that party.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Uh, I know that we talked about the low, but I'm gonna talk about the high. What's the greatest thing that you walked away with? Like, what's the greatest thing you gained out of that experience of being? And I know you're saying that there's other relationships out there that have been around for 20 years, but we just don't really hear about them, And I know that you and TMA were irrelevant. You guys were, it was a pair. So honestly, what was the greatest thing you gained from that? From that whole experience?
My kids
And
experience
how many do you have with her?
too.
Two.
I just think the experience, man, the memories, the traveling. So it's like it was. You take the good, you take the good from the bad. So it's like for me, I believe like I focus more on the good memories, and it's like yin and yang. And then I think if you ask her, she probably focuses more on the bad.
Well, hey, honestly, here at SR Broadcast, your boy David Pistols got it all covered in amazing, amazing formation. So I definitely will ask, what was your greatest memory? Don't say the babies and I understand, but I want to say personally right now. Give me a personal one. What was the greatest memory? Like, did you
I
guys
think
go travel? Did you guys go?
yeah,
Did you guys go to the beach? Did you guys go?
we did all that touring, traveling. We toured together. We traveled. I took her to California. I took her to the hood and showed her like blood splatters and shit from when somebody got shot, thinking it was gonna freak her out, and she was just so gangster. But I would think like my favorite memory of her is when she won her award. She won an award for the best artist in Colorado, and we got all dolled up and dressed up for that. And there's pictures of it. It's a nice big ass trophy she got. It's in her room, not in mine. But um, man, because just like at that point, I think like she really believed in herself, and that's like prime. That's the moment when it was just pure happiness. It was like no bullshit, just pure happiness when she won that award. So I think that was awesome. That was a long time ago. That was like maybe shit 7, 8 years ago.
Can't lie to you. I had to tap out on that blunt. That blunt was going. That was smacking. That was hitting the whole time. You know. So, what have you dropped in recent months?
I just dropped Who Else the EP. That has 5 tracks, I believe. So that just came out. So check that out. That's on all streaming platforms. You just look up Call Me Who Else, go to my Spotify, and it'll pop up on my little playlist thing.
What is the story base for it?
For Who Else the EP?
Mm-hmm.
So dealing with everything personal and everything like that I'm dealing with right now, I'm not able to create new music because I don't know the direction that I want to go into. So a lot of those songs I was sitting on. Some of those songs I was sitting on, some of those songs I performed and they did really well. And then one of those songs was actually owned by Sony and Orchard. So when my contract ran out with Sony and Orchard, I was supposed to get the rights, and I did get the rights back to those songs. So I wanted to, because that deal just pretty much like as soon as we ended up like getting ready to release and everything, that deal went south. But I still had to wait until the contract expired, unfortunately. So I didn't want to just release a new single because with the success of Boys in Aurora, I knew if I did a single, I'd have to do a music video and all kinds of shit, and I just didn't feel like doing it. So I'm just like, bro, I have so many songs in this lab that I haven't seen the like daylight, but homies heard them. I've performed a couple, I've played a couple in like the car with people and shit. So I'm like, let me at least put this to good use. So I wanted it to represent because that's kind of where those songs that I released is kind of where the Who Else started. So I just kind of went back to where I started and just found the best songs, which I really liked the way that process was, man. It was a lot easier than me like, okay, this is track 1, this is track 2, this is how track 3, this like it was like, okay, this is a banger, this is a banger, this is a banger. Let's put those together because one song was
Bang,
recorded.
bang,
Yeah.
bang.
One song was recorded maybe like 2 years ago. One song was recorded maybe like 3 years ago. One maybe was like 7 months ago, but they were all the same engineer. So I kept it all with the same engineer and try to keep it with the same producer. And it's doing really well, surprisingly, especially with me not really. I try to do a Kendrick, but locally I just kind of released that shit without no marketing or nothing. And it's doing well, but. So guys, go check that out. Let me know. Like
Shouts
it.
out Jay Moore. Shouts out Jay Moore. You
What
know
up,
what
Jay?
it is, baby. You know what time it is. And you know what? You know David Pistols is coming for you next, Jay Moore. Jay Moore, tap in with me today. Hit that inbox. Let's lock up. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and bring you out next, man. But shouts out to you. Denver, Colorado's very own.
Amazing singer, man. That's an amazing singer right there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I had a chance to meet him, through a great friend. We're not going to say anything else, but I'm going to say I got to meet him through you too. And that we can talk about all day long.
It's a small world after all.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you know what? This goes back. You remember how David Pistols told you that here on this podcast, on this broadcast channel, SR Broadcast provides the greatest broadcasts ever. We go in full circle right here, all the way around the world, baby. And we're going back right now to it, man. It's a small world. Honestly, that could be one of those great quotes right there too.
It's a small world after all.
Mm-hmm. So definitely, I think I'm gonna go get that tattooed on my eyebrows. It's a small world.
Put the world right in front of you, in the middle of your forehead.
I don't know about that, but what if I just get the whole eye tatted like a little world on it? They'll be like, "Hey, it's the world's flat, fool." Nah, but definitely, man. Thank you so much for coming out on this tonight, rapping to us, talking to us, telling us what's going on, telling us the bad, telling us the dirty, telling us the good, and also telling us the inspirational. And do you have anything that you could rap for us a cappella right now? Do you have anything that you could show us that you've been working on? Uh, is there a way we can get you to rap maybe one of your verses that you already have that you've been performing? I quite personally want to hear uh what's that song? It's like turn up. Like
Like turn up.
what is it? It's like shut them down. Shut them up. It's like turn them up.
Shut
Shut
him
them
up, shut
down.
him down.
Shut them up. Okay, right there. That's what it is.
Shut him up,
That
shut him
right
down.
there.
I've performed that shit so many times.
Yeah, no, honestly, I gotta see you do it, and that's where I gotta see some greatness right there. You know what I'm saying? Just such an energy coming out of you, and I couldn't even say I couldn't say anything less about that moment, man.
I'll rap let me see. Let me see if I'll rap something for you. I'll do one of the songs a
South
cappella.
South, little local. You know
I'll
what it
do
is.
I'll
Thumbs
do
up.
the what do you call it? I'll do let me see. Let me see. I will do Bradley Cooper from the EP. I'll perform that a cappella so you guys can hear the lyrics. So I'll go. I break some rules. I say some things. I made it cool. Don't make me a fool. I got plenty. I promise I'm full. Pity you fool. What is a ratchet? That is a tool. Superman flex. I can see right through. Bradley Cooper. I can rewrite you. I got the verses. If you got beef, I got some hearses. Rumors about me. Not sure if I heard it. Every little beat, that's murder. Never know about the other side. So you hit that corner, got 'em on reflex. I've been rapping with a vision. The moment you leave 'em on red, they said the second I left, I've been acting different. But I had a plan like months before. Bounced to the top like once before. Been hot, turned up like a heating pot, boiling up. Siri, show me to the top next to Master P. If the game will unlock, I'm the master key. My kids are the only thing after me. Turned up the heat, reload this beat. If you got beef, then we can meet. Been hot, got a flow that turned to a gift. Got a life that should be a gif. Got an aim, and I can't miss. Stay in your lane, stay in your place. Bradley Cooper, I'ma rewrite you. That's just a little first verse, but you can go catch that shit on the EP.
Yes, definitely. And where's that? Where's that streaming?
Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Pandora, all over the place. And you can find that on my Instagram. I think it's on my story as well tonight. And then, guys, make sure you tap in because going back to that question, there's a lot of us that are artists. So I'm going to post everyone's Spotify. That's an artist on my page. So you got to be up for 24 hours after the interview. So you guys can check out the rest of the new West too, including
Yeah, and
Pistol.
tell them where they can find you. Tell them what's the quickest way to get a hold of you. You know, honestly, there's going to be people that want to work. You know, and I believe that we need to provide this information for them to be able to contact you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're working year round the clock. You're getting it. You're steady getting money. You're doing it. You're doing your thing. You got your hand in the bag and you're dipping in the bag. You got your Black Panther claw and you're like, give me that money. But you know what? Everybody out there better tap in with your boy because he's throwing those events. He's doing those showcases.
You can find me on my website, callmewhoelse.com. Instagram, call me who else. Facebook, call me who else. TikTok, call me who else. Google, call me who else. Twitter, call me who else. Snapchat, call me who else. You pretty much get the picture. Callmewhoelse.com. Even if you go to callmewhoelse.com, you can see some of the artists. I still have to add some artists and do some website editing.
I'm probably gonna go to hell for this one, but Pornhub, call me who else. Everybody out there, ladies, just
Maybe.
tap in, tap in, tap
If
in.
maybe if this music shit don't work out, maybe I might have to use other talents.
He's like, I gotta go to. He's like, I went to Hollywood, but I went there for the wrong reasons.
Went to
He's
the
like, I just
wrong.
became a scuzzy porn star.
This
He's
is
like,
the, this is
watch
the
them
wrong.
scuzzy.
This is the wrong. This is the wrong version of Squid Games.
He's like, he, he's like, he goes back to fate.
Ain't Name change again. Nah, but yeah, everything you could just find me there. And just keep on the lookout, man. There's a lot of stuff. Even if I'm not releasing new music, I know you got music. Everybody in New West, man. Like there's that's the crazy thing is like if you haven't heard of us or New West is new to you, like we have so much music between all of us to keep you busy for a while. So
What about do you guys have a website that the people can find you at? Like a
right
direct
now,
website?
just our just callmewhoelse.com is up right now. I think
CallMeWhoElse.com.
Lodi,
CallMeWhoElse.com. You better type it in. Go to that comment bar, people, and leave those comments because I'm telling you right now.
you're gonna have to do a commercial for that. And then we got
I'm
Lodi
telling you.
Trail. We got LodiTrail.com coming as well too.
Okay, okay. That's amazing. I can't wait to do that. I want to touch base with him. I know that you have a direct connection with him, so maybe you could pass on the message and relay it to him that we're coming for you next, Lodi Trill. We're coming for you next.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
So definitely, man, it's been a blessing right now to sit down with you and just have this conversation. I quite personally have known you for just a little bit of time now. uh I've known of you for years, but I'm like this is a great. I feel like everybody really needs to do this with their people. They need to sit down with their people. They need to articulate with their people because through this interview, man, I got to know you so much more. I feel like the people out there got to know you so much more. The haters, and we see you haters. Oh shit, my bad. Hey, get the fuck out of here with the hey, no, check it out. I gotta tell you like this, everybody out there. I gotta say it. Man, we see you haters. We see each and every one of you praying for that downfall. We see each and every one of you hoping the next step doesn't get stepped. But you know what? My boy over there, call me who else? You can best believe he's 10 steps ahead of the game right now. He's on his ball, you know? So
Yes, sir.
definitely, man. It's been just an amazing night right now. We got to hear you bust. We got to hear you thrust. We got to hear you cuss. We got to hear you do it all. We got to hear the grimy, the dirty. You know. So I guess one of my last questions that I'll ask right now is, did you grow up fighting a lot?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. I was one of those that grew up like around my cousins, and we were fighting a lot. And then like elementary or like at the end of elementary, beginning of middle school, it was always going bodies, a lot of bodies and shit. And then some you go bodies, you miss and hit someone in the face, and then it turns into a real fight. So and then I think my dad put me in boxing shortly after I started fighting a lot, and then I got kicked out of boxing for being unsportsman conduct because when you're a junior boxer and they get in the corner, you're supposed to let them out. If you don't let them out, it's unsportsman, and I kept doing that, so I got kicked out for that. And then being around LA, you can kind of like guess like some of the crowd that I was around, so that's a lot of fighting and catching phase and all that. So, but at the same time, man, it's just like, and it was just like an expression, bro. Because it's like none of us ever like some of us got hurt. Like I never got hurt, but like some people's gotten hurt and shit. But it's like just boys being rough. Like we come from the '90s. We come from a rougher generation. So fighting was never like.
WWF, I'm gonna hit you with a steel chair in the head. Come here, Cuzzo. Come here. Get
Bro, that's
over
it.
here, you
Bro,
little
that
bastard.
bro, that's it, bro. We used to have we used to have hardcore matches, bro, where we used to throw like everything, like fans and fucking weapons and shit on the bed or like on the couch or something, and then body slam each other, bro, or tap like spear each other and shit, bro, getting all like cuts and scars and shit. Like, bro, like before technology came from bike riding, like racing bikes, crashing into each other.
Oh, something happened to your mic. We are experiencing some technical difficulties. But you know what, everybody out there, I want to say shouts out to you. This is SR Broadcast in the mix in the making. Your host, David Pistols. You know what time it is. You know what season it is, baby. Tap in or tap the out. You know what it is, everybody. Tap in. We are looking for all artists worldwide, baby. Worldwide. Tap in today with your host, David Pistols, for your interview tomorrow. And we can line that up. We can set that up. If you're far, 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 we're going to travel to you if it's called 444. So definitely, I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for that exposure, if you're looking to elevate and take your career to that next level, you let us know and we're going to be on our way. And you know what? You might be on your way too, or we can keep it just like this, one-on-one through YouTube interview style. Give them the elbow. Give them the elbow, everybody out there. Shouts out to you. You know what it is. SR Broadcast Live. Tap in with your boy. You know what time it is. David Pistols. Let's see. Let's just real quick. Let's see if we can bring him back up in here into this chat real quick. Let's get it going, everybody out there. Shouts out to you. This is SR Broadcast. You know, definitely we're going to have to catch a part two. Shouts out to you. Call me who else. Tap in, everybody. Tap in with your boy. Tap in with your boy. You're going to find him everywhere on all platforms. You already heard it. Let's get it going, baby. This is SR Broadcast. Shouts out to everybody out there. You know what time it is. David Pistols. You know what season it is.